Welcome to our TED-like talk. In today's world, it is clear that everything can be very, very stressful.
Stress can affect each and every one of us in different ways.
Mental health can play a key factor in how we perceive situations that we endure.
Mental health is a thin, fragile wire, as shown here. Many things in today's society can cut through its stability.
As shown through these statistics, 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness. Nearly 1 in 25 adults in America live with a serious mental illness. Now, experience and living with these illnesses are two different things.
Other statistics state that approximately 10.2 million adults have co-occurring mental health and addiction disorders. Approximately 26% of homeless adults staying in shelters live with serious mental illnesses. And approximately 24% of state prisoners have a recent history of a mental health condition. Now over here it says depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide and is a major contributor to the global burden of disease. Serious mental illness costs America $193.2 billion in lost earnings every year. 90% of those who die by suicide have an underlying mental illness. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States.
Encouraging decreases in the amount of American adults who have mental health and substance use problems. Their mental stability has gone down, and yes.
One question that we asked ourselves, and we ask you today, is what in today's society can cause mental health?
As we sat and thought about it, there are many clear answers to this question we imposed, but one that we thought as a major source was family.
Family is our past, family is our present, and family is our future.
Family takes a big part in your life, and the most important thing to us is our families.
Think about it. How has your family shaped you in the way you have grown up?
It was clear to us when we thought about it because it was family affected us in the way we make decisions. Then it is obvious that that they can affect our mental health too.
Take me back to my past. I was thinking about much of how my family and our issues affected my mental health. Back in 8th grade, I had severe anxiety. As I learned to grow with my own personal problems, I was always asking myself, why me? Now looking back at this messy time, the ending of 8th grade presented a lot of changes for me within my family. During this period of time, my dad was diagnosed with cancer within his kidneys. This obviously affected me because he is my father and no one ever thinks of stuff like that, but it is scary. Along with that, my aunt was diagnosed with cancer for the second time. My aunt has always been a big part of my life and I always knew I could depend on her. At last, my grandma's health was at a low point and I couldn't escape it because she lived right down the street from me. I truly believe that these issues are what caused a disruption to my mental health. Sadly, that summer, my grandma passed away, but in good news, both my dad and aunt are cancer-free, but it obviously affected them for the rest of their life.
As he put it, those issues caused his anxiety. His family's personal issues caused for a shift in his mental health.
Not only did it affect me, but as we asked around my family, it affected them too.
We asked his family how it affected them. His mother exclaimed that it was true that it affected her mental health. She said about how she was also worried and never felt happy. As much as it affected her at the time, it also made her stronger. Her mental health grew to be strong because he had to endure all these situations at once.
We also asked my aunt how it affected her, and she said she was devastated and sometimes found it hard to focus because it affected her so deeply.
These different perspectives, as a child, a sister, a wife, a nephew, a grandchild, shows that no matter who it is in your family, these issues can disturb your mental health.
As we did more research, we saw statistics of how these categories of family are all affected.
Family with those in the military also show signs of mental health. When they're missing their father, mother, sister, brother, or child, mental illness can be a great issue.
Problems like anxiety, depression, mood swings, and even substance abuse are all things that people use because they are afraid for their family member.
As we see throughout the various forms of research, it is very clear that our family has a big effect on our mental health and how it changed throughout tough issues your family may go through. We hope that you all can see the importance and never take your family for granted because they make you who you are today. Thank you.